Okay, I want to show the 3 steps that I think are really important when it comes to putting in these licking sticks. I think it's really a simple process, but there's 3 parts that I think are real important. And the first part, I'm going to kind of break them down into 3 steps, but the first part is I'm going to talk about quickly is why I pick the spots I put them. Now I'm going to flip this camera around and show you. I've got a camera right there on that tree. And if you look around here, it's a couple acres. It's probably 2 to 2.5 acres of soybeans, and then I overseeded into it a mix. And then I've got, right up in here, I've got a stand. So I'm limited with choices as far as trees. So this is right in my backyard. Now, what I'm doing here is I've got on the other side of this woods is another secluded food plot. This one's out in the open. There's another one that's about 1.5 acres just the other side of this tree line. I have 2 licking sticks in there, one on each part of the big, so it's got a lot of edge, it's got a lot of shape to it. And I put 1 licking stick on each part of the bigger section of those food plots. And I had a camera on each one. Now all summer I've had a doe and 2 fawns that visit them just about every day, and I have a doe with a single fawn, visit them just about every day. This is the first week of September. It's like September 8th. Everything has changed in the last 2 weeks as far as the deer go. And so the other night as I'm looking out my window, I see 4 bucks come out of this woods, feed into this food plot, and work their way into that small secluded plot. I haven't checked the camera yet over there, but what I've looked at and I realized was I want to have a licking stick in here, and I want to try to get a picture because there's maybe one out of those 4 bucks that I'd be interested in based on what I saw. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to set one up right here, and I'm going to show you the reason why I put it here is to try to get a picture of those deer. I know they're in here. I know they're probably coming in here every night. They're still really patternable. But as the bucks shed velvet, things are going to change, and these bucks are going to disperse as far as their bachelor groups, and they're going to look for spots where they can kind of establish some home turf leading into the rut. And by that doe and that fawn and that doe and those 2 fawns freshening those licking sticks every single day of the summer, he's really quick to go over there and able to find out, all those bucks are able to find out who's here, how many does, what adult does. They gather so much information by these communal licking sticks, and that's the reason why we're putting them out. Now that the velvet is shedding off, we're going to get all sorts of activity on them from the bucks. Rubbing, the scraping is going to start. So that's the reason I'm putting this one here, and I'm going to walk through the steps of bedding it and then picking out the right tree. But there's a reason why we put them in the location. It's not to draw deer from hundreds of yards away. It's spots that we already know. There's a ton of deer that feed through here every night. There's no way I get a picture of all of them. By putting this in, I'm going to be able to capture a picture and get a good idea of the deer that are using this food plot.